Going right now?
Oh, she is, yeah.
All right.
Fuck.
She got 30 minutes. So, hey, I could do an intro,
Alright.
but this is your podcast, man. You gotta pull something out of your.
I nailed it the first
So
time.
you need like a introduction, like, hey, what's going on, everybody, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But then you also need to be like, so let's kick this thing off. Like
I just don't want to be the.
and then just start immediately. Be like, it's Thursday. Like we had a great week so far. Like start the conversation. Somehow.
Even though we already started. Well, I do have a good story, but all right, hold on, let me see if I can pull it.
Or
up
just
and
be
ask
like,
again.
like just start something like some podcasts would be like, hey, these 10 questions, like, what's your name, where you're from, how you doing, like just
you're scaring Tristan.
But you know what I mean, like just
Yeah, I'll get
one
the-
initial like
I'll get the ball
icebreaker.
rolling.
We need like one icebreaker.
How was your morning,
No,
Luke?
we'll go.
Yeah, even if it's something like that.
Well, we skipped the intro.
No, we
the
haven't started
intro.
yet. We haven't started yet. I mean, you can.
we started. There's no more stopping.
We
Fuck,
can always
we're
edit.
good. Let's
this,
just
but-
restart the
No,
camera.
there's no editing.
So do your intro and then like start it off with something like, so like how you guys been, you know, or like
That's it. I'm not.
just you know what I'm saying. I'm not telling you what to say, but say something.
I just said it. What was it? Fuck.
Cold feet.
Cold feet. Welcome to the Hecktic Podcast. This is Quentin Heck with Tristan and Luke. If you like today's episode, then tune in next week on Friday at 12. So, now what? Oh, actually, I want to do this again, even though we did it already. But cheers! Don't spill it on my computer, or
All
it'll
right.
be over again.
Hey.
Cheers! Eye contact.
Cheers.
Eye contact. What's that about?
You, don't try to play that game. You told me last time. You're like eye contact when you cheer. Is that good?
It's pretty good.
It's good.
That didn't sound like ASMR, did it?
But a little bit. But cheers to a new beginning. Some would say.
New experience.
Hopefully, I'm hoping next year we can look at this and be like,
Damn,
God,
we
that's
came
so
a long
bad.
way.
Yeah, we
came a long way.
That's so bad. But what was I gonna?
Why
Oh,
don't you tell us the hell you
it
went
was-
through to get this
no,
cord?
dude. Okay, so you guys know how there was that last cord, right? To set this whole fucking thing up. It was just like one little fucking $6 Amazon Basics cord. So Bob can vouch for this too. The guy in the office with me, and so I called the mail place, or USPS, whatever the hell it's called, because I just wanted to know the hours, because it said that it closed at 5, and then someone suggested that it closed at 4:30. So I was like, I clock out at 4:30. Like, if I don't get this wire, we're not gonna have a fucking podcast today. We've been waiting, you know. So I called. It's like, hello, welcome to the USPS, blah blah blah. Hit 1 for bullshit. Hit 2. And I was like, motherfucker. So I was like, speak to an agent. It's like, we'll connect you to an agent as soon as we know what you're calling about. So I just spent like an hour trying to call them just for their fucking hours.
How many times did you get redirected?
Probably like at least 67 times, dude. So finally I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to hope it's open till 5, right? So I clocked out at 4:30, ran in my car. I'm like, dude, I have to get this. It was like this wire was like life or death. So anyway, I drove to USPS. I walk up. I go to open the door. Locked. And I was like, no, dude. And I felt like shit, dude. I was like, dude, we're not going to be able to do it today. And so I was literally walking out at USPS, and I was like, how the fuck am I going to explain it to everyone? And I was like, you know what? No. So I turned around, and I knocked on the window, and no one answers. But I see her walking around back there, and this is legit, too. I'm not making this up. And so I knocked on the window again, and she's like, we're closed. And you can, like, barely hear him. And I'm like, I put my hands together like this. And I was like, no, I need a
beg
package.
you.
I need a package. And she, like, points at her clock. And she's like, no, we're closed. And I was like, I don't know what came over me, but I was like, if I don't get this package, somebody's going to die.
Oh my God.
And it was like through the doors. So it was like this. It's like, if I don't get this package, someone's going to die. And she like looks at me and she starts laughing. And she's like, all right, what's your address? And I was like, let's fucking go, dude. And then she brought my
Clutch.
package out and I was like, I love you. Thank you so much. And then I left. Dude, but that would have been so fucking bad if I like.
Did she hit
I
you with
would've been
the I
heartbroken.
love you too?
No, she didn't. She left me hanging.
Yeah, that's like cheersing and not drinking. You got to say I love you
It's
too.
like cheersing without eye contact.
Yeah.
Did you have to pay an extra price for that type of
No,
service?
I didn't. And I would have,
That's
though,
good.
for that $6 wire.
She's the MVP of tonight.
She is the MVP.
Otherwise, we wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
We would
cheers
just
to her.
We'd be playing
Yeah,
black
cheers to
episode.
her.
But I don't know why I just said that. Like, I was just like, if I don't get this package, somebody's going to die. And
Damn.
she was probably like, what the fuck?
Did she
is-
ask what it was?
No. She probably believed me a little bit.
I guess we will never know if someone would have died.
Well, no, somebody
You
could.
never know. You never know what could have happened.
You never know. But what was the other thing I was gonna say we were gonna talk about?
It's when I was saying that I was gonna have an anxiety attack over this, and then
Before we
you
started?
had a good story about that.
Oh yeah. I've only had one anxiety attack, and I didn't know. Like we talked about this a little bit. I didn't know. I don't have a lot of anxiety, so I didn't know it was an anxiety attack. But it was such a stupid scenario, and I'm big on like, I don't like when people, like I don't like taking people's money, or like when people do like, I feel like I'm a mooch. So one time we were like shopping with my parents, and we were just like looking around, and I didn't like, we don't usually buy expensive things just because, you know, we weren't like made of money. And my mom was like, you know what you need? A good pair of Birkenstocks. And
His hand is touching the microphone. I was making
can
some
you hear?
noise.
Wait, can you hear when I do
Not
this?
bad.
No.
But you can hear when I do this.
Yeah.
You could hear my hand on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's the game,
Okay.
man. But no, I only had an anxiety attack once. It was when my mom was like, let's get you Birkenstocks. And I was like, I don't even know what, it was just like I got triggered. And I just like started sweating, and Logan was like, dude, are you okay? And I was like, should I get him or should I not get him? And I was like sitting there, beads of sweater coming down. And when we left, I ended up getting him. Love him, by the way. So thanks, Mom.
Oh yeah. Great pair of shoes.
Great pair of shoes.
I'm a big fan.
Dude, I found out afterwards that they're not supposed to get wet.
Oh, really?
What's the
Yeah.
fucking
Real
point
leather,
of
right?
What's the point of sandals if they
Yeah,
can't get wet?
I had a pair one time that I got wet and left them in my boat overnight and woke up and they're all moldy and shit.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it was gross.
I thought they were gonna shrink or something.
No, but they're comfortable, man. They're
Yeah. I don't know. I just left, and I was like, dude, I don't know what just happened, but like, I started freaking out. My heart rate was. She's like, you had a panic attack. And I was like, no, I didn't have a panic attack. But that was the only anxiety attack I really had, and it was over something so stupid, like fucking a pair of shoes. But that's it. That's the only anxiety
Dang.
attack I had.
Even over your parents getting it.
Yeah. I'm weird like that. I don't know. When's the last time you've had an anxiety attack?
I don't think I've ever had a true anxiety attack before.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess I'm
I
just a
can't say I've
bitch.
had an attack. It's more of like a extended period of time where I just can't settle down.
Oh,
You know,
well,
or I'm just like it'll just be, for me, it's like something that's just creeping in the background, or it's just always lingering over
Yeah.
you.
Just kind of always in the back of your mind.
Yeah,
I guess
well,
I'll
it's
just
not even
fuck
in the
right off.
mind. It's, for me, it's in the stomach. It's just like a pit in my stomach, and I'm like, why am I feeling this? I have no clue why I'm feeling it.
That was
but
gonna be
it's
my
just
next
there.
question. Like, so do you just like, you don't know what it is? You just will get like anxiety?
No, like it'll be nothing to be worked up about. Like it could be like I have a meeting at 1, and at noon,
Yeah.
I'll tell myself like I'm gonna miss that meeting, and then for some reason for
Mm.
the next hour, I look at my watch like
Yeah.
every single minute, like I might miss this meeting, and if I do, it'll be the end of the
It'll
world.
be
like,
the end of
yeah,
it's
like,
life or death.
and
Someone's
it's
gonna
not.
die.
It's not. Yeah.
No, it's
Over the
not,
littlest
yeah.
things, and I've always like realized it after the fact, but during, you're like, if I miss this,
Freak out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my job. You know, your mind just starts
Yeah.
running away from you. But
No. We talked about this when we were golfing one time, but I am not very good with understanding anxiety just because I don't have it a lot. So I'm not very good at understanding. When other
I'm right
people-
there with you. Like some periods of my life I have it a lot, and then other periods I don't have it for a really long time. Just kind of comes
So-
with the surroundings. And
Why do you think that is? Like, do you think that's just like a hormonal like thing in your body where like sometimes you're just like super anxious? I don't know.
we just
I'll tell you what I get is I'm so screwed to fuck up, or I'm so scared to fuck up. Like I'll just be like, if I mess this up, you know, like it'll be.
It'll be the end.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
experienced that before, like exams in college where I wasn't really prepared for. I did the same thing that you did. Like I'm always checking the clock to make sure I don't miss it.
Yeah.
And
But I mean, it's kind of a good thing, right?
It's
pros
it's
and cons.
superpower. Yeah, if you could harness it,
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
all my best work was done through heavy procrastination in
Right.
college.
Right. Exactly.
Best quality of work as well.
Right. You wait 2 weeks to last
Yes.
30 minutes.
And then
a
I do an
night,
all-nighter
and you
for a
pump it
20-page
out.
lab report.
There's got to be a way you can like hack that. So you just like,
There definitely is.
so
yeah.
you do it the first night, like you have no time left, and then
The great King's Point saying is, if you wait to the last minute, it only takes a minute.
That's a true point.
Or do tomorrow. You
Yeah.
know, that was a good one. I was a professional at that one.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have never made it through Kings Point without like somebody that literally just grabbed me and kind of pulled me along. Like there was always someone the night before the test was like, "There's a study hall, you got to be there." And then I'd show up and he would explain in like 5 minutes. I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and I'd get a 62. That'd be fine. But like if he wasn't there, I probably would have never made it through. Like,
But
honestly.
that could be said about most of the people that graduated.
It's a real G.
True. He was a real G. Grant Korb. If he's probably going to listen to this.
Shout out to Grant Korb.
Shout out to Grant Korb for getting me through KP. Yeah. We got to start shouting people out like somebody's listening. You know?
If I shouted out everyone that it took for me to make it through, it'd be a long list.
It would be a long list. But that's good, though. That means you have a lot of good friends.
Yeah.
You know? That could be a good thing.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. What was some of the stuff we were talking about last night? We talked about this. We were talking about last night how on our test run, like when we were kind of fucking with the stuff.
Oh yeah, when you guys were testing out this stuff for the first time.
Yeah. Surprisingly, we had a lot less.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, without me.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Nah, you guys were up to like midnight. I didn't miss
No, we were
much.
up till 9:30, and we were flowing last night, and then finally was like, "Hey, yeah, it's bedtime."
Yeah.
30 minutes ago. But I don't blame you guys when you got to wake up at 5 in the morning to go to work.
The staying up late was more of a result of being excited, less of a result of.
Dude, that's what
being
got me,
productive.
man. I could not sleep last night. Like, I don't know why. Like, this is just so enjoying, but I don't know if I told you. I know you know I was late because you're in my office.
Yeah,
but
I know you were up till 4 a.m.
Oh yeah, dude, I was up till. I literally came back from Luke's room. I watched the TMG podcast to like get the juices
Yeah.
flowing, and then I just sat in bed. Like, the podcast ended, and usually I fall asleep for my podcast end, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, dude, what are we gonna talk about? Like,
What's this podcast?
Tiny Meat Gang.
Yeah.
Tiny Meat Gang.
What-
Cody Ko and Noel Miller.
What makes it so good?
That's a great point. What does make it so good? And if you find out, let me know so we can make this one.
I'm not the one that falls asleep to it every night. Oh, you tell us, man.
I don't know. They're funny.
Yeah.
Like, they
They
kind of
got
just.
good chemistry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they have good chemistry.
They never
kinda
like have any dry air.
Yeah.
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 Good
yeah, you
jokes,
just-
witty humor.
Yeah, you just started listening, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
listened to a few episodes when I was preparing myself for this.
Yeah. See, have you done your homework?
Oh man, I'm just gonna be myself.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
You're doing pretty well, though.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. No, they're cool. I mean, the thing that kind of not sucks, but it's just like annoying, I guess, is their first podcast was like so natural. It's
Yeah.
just like they've been doing it for like fucking years.
Yeah, they had a lot more experience with talking
Yeah.
in front of people though before us.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been on camera in any sort of significant.
No, this is gonna be the longest time I've ever been on a camera in my life.
Yeah,
Well-
it's kind of a good ease into public speaking. Like
It is.
It's not
It's
like
true.
you're
That's a good point.
you're speaking to a crowd physically,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
remotely you're kind of speaking
Right.
to a crowd.
But I mean, I guess as time goes on and we keep doing this every week, it'll get better.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I think public speaking is a pretty huge superpower if you can master
It's
that.
a very
Oh,
valuable
yeah.
skill.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. My dad always used to tell me to just imagine everyone's in their underwear.
yeah.
Did you get that one?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that one before.
And then I imagine myself in my underwear.
And then I imagine
ruin it.
myself.
I feel like you don't have time to think about that when you're up there.
That's what
I
I-
kind of black out. You're just
Right. It never worked for me.
Yeah.
It never worked.
I feel like if you think about that, you already give in to your fear of it.
Yeah.
Almost.
You're acknowledging.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
See, it works better for me if I'm just like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna fucking do it. I don't give a fuck, like something
No,
like that.
It is a good attitude to have for it.
Because then it's like you don't care.
I'd say the easiest way to do it though is if you're just so knowledgeable about what you're gonna say or just so
Yeah.
passionate about it, you just let it rip.
Yeah. But we
It's
were
a-
talking about that last night.
You could also be knowledgeable about what we're doing right now, which is just
Yeah.
bullshit.
Which clearly
Be yourself.
we are very good at bullshitting.
Yeah.
But clearly I'm not good at what we're talking about because it took us fucking 20 minutes just to figure out how to talk into a mic.
Nah. It was a whole science experiment trying to figure out all this equipment.
Yeah.
And it still feels like it's not even picking us up. But
I kind of feel like we should be getting paid for this because we usually do this on the clock,
yeah.
just bullshit with each other.
Yeah. That's why anytime someone has a good topic, we'll just save it. So that way we can potentially get paid for it.
That's a good idea.
At some point.
Just constantly record all day.
Just record. just record everything that happens. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Hey, there's some good content at work. We work with some pretty good some
There's-
characters, you
yeah.
know.
Dude.
Yeah.
See, that's the goal, though. That's the goal. Is we want to be that smooth and just like upfront with everything, but in this scenario,
Yeah, I mean,
which
I
is
feel like
hard.
the podcast deserves to see some of the people we work with. I mean,
That too.
Absolutely.
out at
Yeah.
sea and at shipyards, you see some of the
Salty sailors.
Yeah, the backbone of America's workforce. But when you live in big cities where everyone's doing white collar stuff, you don't really get to meet those sort
Are
of
we
people.
gonna bring out your fucking vocabulary book again?
We can. What did I say?
Enlighten me.
What did I say?
I don't know. I just felt it coming. I just felt some big word that I don't understand. Half the time when you're talking to me and you say something like that and I zone out, it's because I'm trying to like figure out what that word means.
We'll get you a pocket thesaurus so you could
Pocket what?
thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
Yeah.
Okay. Thesaurus with the. Yeah, I don't know, but I think this will be fun. This will be a good adventure.
Yeah, for sure.
We just have to keep doing it, you
Yeah.
know, because a lot of times like when you start something, like a month goes by and you're like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, well, I feel like the fact that it was a financial investment, it leaves you
So
no
we're gonna
choice.
make it
Yeah,
fucking work.
you gotta-
Yep.
you
Damn
gotta
right.
lean
We
into it.
can't go back on her now.
Dude, I can't believe that I didn't show you that ad because you don't have Instagram right now. But
No.
there's today. First of all, I think it's really fucking absurd that literally Monday we listened to a TMG podcast, and then we just bought it, and Thursday we're here recording.
Yeah, this idea literally came about on Monday, right?
Yeah.
It came
Holy
to
shit.
fruition.
And we were like,
Here we are 3 days
and
later.
I put everything in my Amazon cart, and I was like, "Fuck, do I do it? Do I do it?" Drew's like, "Fucking do it, pussy." I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, fuck, I did it." And well, I'm glad you pushed me over the edge because now we're here.
I know.
But
Hey.
I don't regret it.
It's a good
Right.
way to be.
Oh,
We've always said it's like when I say something that I'm gonna do.
Yes.
I do it.
Yes. I like
Do
to
it.
be all about that.
But where was I going with that?
Yeah, Tristan is like, hey, I'm gonna buy a car. I was like, all right.
And he did it.
Fuck it.
A week
Had it
later.
ordered online like it was a pair of shoes.
Like it's yeah.
You could do that, by
Could
the
you?
way.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know that.
crazy.
Delivered
Could
to
you?
your doorstep.
I would love the ability to time travel, not to just do it, but to go back and like to like the 60s, like when you'd have to go to a dealership and buy a car and just be like, just order
You
it
don't
online.
have to go back to the 60s for that. You can go back to
2010.
2010, yeah. Like the fact that you can order, like eventually you're gonna be able to order everything. You just order a house and it shows
Yeah.
up and they fucking build
Yeah.
it. It just those are already a thing. Have you seen those videos where the house shows up, they unfold it and it's there?
No.
Yeah, and you don't even have to pay real money for it. Just a number on a screen goes down.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the only thing that happens.
Can you show me a
Right.
clip of that?
Yeah.
I almost
Oh.
don't even believe that.
The unfoldable houses.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've heard of houses being like carried on a trailer before, but not a foldable house.
Yeah,
You have to
could-
get big money to
you
carry
can
those
order it on
big-ass trailers, dude.
HomeDepot.com.
Oh, let me see. Is this it? Maybe this is it.
I don't think they came like
This is what?
they don't come like fully stocked.
That would
With
be
the furniture? No.
unrealistic if they did.
There's no furniture in it. Is this it? Oh yeah, here you go. It literally just unfolds.
Oh shit.
And look, that's like a nice house.
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour. He said it's not modern at all.
Shh. Dude, like
Yeah.
the ceiling has a bunch of joints in it. I
Yeah,
wonder
look,
if
they're
it
just
just maintains
unfolding it.
heat the same way that something else does with all those
That's
cracks
a great
already in
question.
it.
There's got to be
I mean,
like
I noticed
a,
that there's palm trees, so it might not even be a factor, but still like
what about
leakages and
cool
shit.
air though.
Yeah.
What if it's like a hot box? Because like the joints, you got to think like there's no insulation.
Yeah, right.
So what if that shit escapes? I don't know. I wonder how much one of those go for.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be cheaper or more expensive than,
Yeah.
than a normal house.
Because then why? It's got to be cheaper. Because why would you pay more when you could get a bigger house?
The convenience fee is quite
Yeah, what about
high.
that shipping fee
Yeah.
for that
But
thing?
if you're paying, it's more convenient to just buy a house where it's at
Yeah.
than to have a house shipped to you.
True.
I don't know. I looked into the whole Home Depot house in the box type thing that gets delivered, like buying a plot of land and just getting like 5
Like
or
the
10
shipping
of those.
container.
Yeah, or a shipping container thing, but
Those are pretty sick too, actually.
like there's no shortcut to.
To what? A nice house.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're gonna pay for it
There's
one way
no-
or another, right? Either in quality or in money.
Yeah, but you got to think they're probably going to perfect that even more.
Yeah,
And
might
you
be the
could-
future.
Or
Like
a
think about
3D
like
print.
you just gonna lay that down on the grass. You're gonna make a foundation. What are you gonna
Right.
What are you gonna do about
Like,
that?
do you just rent a parking lot? Like, you go to Walmart, like, hey, can I just rent this fucking 100-foot by 100-foot in the corner that nobody uses and just plop this little bitch on there?
You know the thing about Walmart where you could stay there overnight when you're a migrant traveler.
Really?
If you ever want to sleep in your car or whatever, all Walmart parking lots are they welcome people to
Yeah,
sleep.
because
That's
it's
true.
probably good publicity to see
Yeah.
like extra cars.
If you have like a camper or whatever, like what our buddy Paul did, he slept in the bed of his truck
Oh,
for
yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart
Shout out
parking
Paul.
lots. Yeah,
He's probably never gonna see this.
yeah.
But is that your brother?
My sister.
Terrio.
Yeah.
Luke Terrio. Worst case, Luke Terrio. Dude, that's the same thing that neither of you probably heard this. The professional pitcher, and he was in the minors, and you don't get paid a lot in the minors. So like instead of buying a house like everyone does, he had his car and he just lived in Walmart. And then he would show up and go to practice, and he'd go back to his car, and he'd shower like Planet Fitness. This was a professional like baseball pitcher. And
Did he ever make it big?
I don't know. That was a while ago, actually. If he
Is
like
it-
made it, if he made it to like the pros,
Yeah, hit
would
one
be
contract.
would pitch
Yeah, then
for-
he's set.
sleeps
Rags to riches.
at Walmart. Dude, it's actually crazy the pay difference between like single A, double A, triple A, and then to majors. Daniel Norris, he had a 1978 Volkswagen van that he lives in.
1970.
He had a $2 million signing bonus, lives in a camper behind a Walmart in Florida.
Damn.
That's huge. That's huge.
And they just let him do that for as long as he wants.
I guess. I mean, I didn't know the Walmart thing was a rule, but I don't think they give a fuck. Who's
No,
gonna
yeah.
come out to
Nah.
fucking?
No, it's they publish that. It's
Yeah. Do you
Those-
think?
okay.
Who's gonna say anything anyway?
Yeah,
Like
those
some-
parking lots never get that full, anyways.
No, dude, they're
Those things never get
you could
maxed
probably
out.
Take a
Yeah, maybe
quarter.
not in Menominee.
Yeah, maybe not around here. I haven't
Michigan.
been to enough places.
Manon.
During
know.
the day, maybe, but
Dude, you could take
definitely
a
not at
quarter of a Walmart parking lot, and they still wouldn't fill it up. This is like Black Friday,
night.
Oh, yeah.
which is coming up.
Busy day.
Do you guys understand how big of a company Walmart is?
No,
It is crazy how
It's
much money
number
they
one.
have.
It's the
No, it's
biggest
not.
company in the world. Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
Bigger than Apple, Facebook, combined.
SpaceX.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how's the owner of Walmart not the wealthiest person? How is Elon Musk the wealthiest person?
Because it has to do with the percentage of shares that the owner probably has. You know.
True.
Here's a crazy statistic. So one of the owners of Walmart just bought the Denver Broncos, and he was like, I forgot what the number was, but I think it might be 5 times more rich than any other owner in the NFL.
Wow.
Holy
That is
shit.
crazy, and those are like the biggest of the
Yeah.
biggest wallets in America.
I mean, you heard the thing about Elon Musk, where it's like he could buy every team in the NFL, NHL, MLS, NBA.
What the hell is MLS?
All of them
soccer.
at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah, he could basically buy every
could
sports team with
Make a
I mean,
monopoly out of
yeah.
everything.
Granted, who's gonna sell it all to him?
he
but-
should.
Right.
He should.
There's no way everyone would let him do that.
That's actually a talking point I had. So, if you had a check on Twitter, would you pay the $8 for it? Because that's what he does now. Is he bought Twitter and he
Yeah.
makes them pay $8
I
for the
saw
check?
that.
I mean,
Do you think that's a good thing or do you think that's a stupid thing?
I think if you have a check, then you're obviously famous enough to be able to
pay
afford
it.
it.
I was
But
Right.
thinking the same thing.
I
And
honestly, I wouldn't care enough about Twitter to
Yeah, it's
follow
hard
up
'cause I
and
don't-
pay another bill.
I would probably be the one boycotting it if I had it.
Right.
Just to be
Just to
rebellious
make a
towards
stand?
it. Yeah. I know there's a big crew of people that are going to be doing that.
So I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 or 3 years, but at first I was like, dude, that's is that the camera already?
Yes.
Oh Jesus! All right.
If you were big enough
entertaining.
if you were big enough to have a check, and you were on Twitter to begin with, would you really be the type of person to boycott it though? Like,
That's a good point.
You know what I'm
Depends
saying?
how much of an investment Twitter is to me and how much I actually use it.
I made a Twitter just for financial advice, not advice,
Really?
but more just like to hear what's going on in the market and stuff. It's like I hardly
Not to be
use
like
it
a
for
poster.
personal.
Or
Yeah,
anything.
no, I don't post anything, but there's a lot of good free information on there.
There is.
You
There's
get a
some-
lot of good stuff.
There's some funny shit on
Some
Twitter
good
that you
news,
can't see
too.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
Time
Like,
out for anyone that's curious. I'm talking to the ghost people that are watching this.
Yeah.
But anyone that's curious, I have to get up every 30 minutes to turn my camera back on because it doesn't record past 30 minutes.
Yeah, let me start that again.
So instead of having a black screen, I'm just gonna keep hitting record so it doesn't.
Is that going to change ever, or are we just going to?
When I have $5,000 to buy a new camera.
Oh, it's the camera's limitation, not the SD card.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a famous. Everyone, like all the creators that use Canon, are like, Canon, stop, because it's not like you run out of storage or the battery dies. They're just like, 30 minutes. We can't go past that.
Yeah, we're done.
So it stops recording and then you just hit record and it keeps going. So
Yeah.
it's like, why? You
It's
know?
kind of like where my attention span lies. It's like after 30 minutes, I'm like,
Well, that's not good because we're past 30
I
minutes
need to take
already.
a break.
Well, great. But anyway, back to the Twitter thing. Well, at first I was like, oh, that's kind of fucked up, or like he's trolling. But I heard on some podcast, I think it was a TMG podcast with Mr. Beast.
Oh, yeah.
And they're talking about it, and it's actually really good because everyone's pissed for like a year, but then it gets rid of like all the fake bots.
That's what I was thinking too. Like it's gonna improve the quality of life on Twitter.
Right. And they were talking about something with the advertising where instead of seeing like nothing but fucking ads, you're paying like the $8 to not see those ads as much, you know?
Oh.
Because like
They
you
gotta
actually
put
get
their
the
money
benefit of
somehow.
not
It's the
seeing.
premium, no ad version of Twitter.
Right. But I was wondering, so like could I buy? I mean, I don't know. Could
Yeah,
I
can you
just
like
the
buy your
check
check mark at that point?
Yeah, like I'm a nobody. Can I just fucking buy a check mark?
Damn, kind of eliminates the purpose of the check
Of the
mark
check
to begin
mark.
with.
So then why would anyone buy a check mark?
Just to make,
If everybody's famous, nobody's famous.
it's true.
You know?
Or is the check mark really a symbol of being famous, or is it a symbol of being like the legitimate person behind the account?
I think at first it was set up because it was like, all right, like this guy's famous and people are stealing his, like making his account.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
Exactly
anyone
the
could
reason.
post as Donald Trump and be like,
Right. And then it turned into like you having a check mark is cool because you're famous,
Yeah.
you know?
Just a clout chase.
But then I just thought about this is what if I bought the check mark before somebody else? So like say I was like, hey, Tristan Johnson's my username. I bought the check mark and then you come around and you're like legitimately famous. You're like, hey, that's me. And I'm like, $20,000, dude.
I feel like you would need to somehow verify your identity to do
Yeah,
that. I
do
mean,
some
if there was
facial-
like two
facial
Tristan
recognition.
Johnsons, then
There might be.
biggest bag wins. I don't know.
Biggest big.
Biggest big.
what's a babe?
I wonder where we're at right now.
Shit.
Biggest big.
Apparently, I have an accent. I
You
think
do have an
I think
accent.
these are the guys that have an
I
accent.
wish we had people watching so we could be like in the comments, where do you think Tristan's from?
Yeah, how does it actually say big?
Yeah, it's bag, dude. It's
Bag.
There you go.
You want me to extend that A like
yeah,
that?
yeah, it's bag. I have a bag.
Oh, hey,
Get a big-
I got a funny story
bagel.
about language. So Alex, the guy sitting next to you from, he's from Latin America.
Panamanian.
Yeah, he's from
Panamanian.
Panama. But he said, what do you mean when you say, I'm going to my mom's? Think about that. You're like, he's saying like, do you have two moms? Like, are you going to your mom's? Like, you're just gonna go to them? Everyone that speaks English is like, oh, that
Oh,
means
yeah.
you're going to your mom's house.
Right.
But when you just say you're going to your mom's, he's like, I can't understand that. Like, what does that even mean?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, man, you're right. That English makes no sense. Yeah.
There's a lot of if you break it down, there's
When
a
you're
lot
like,
of
oh, I'm
stuff
going
like
to my
that.
dad's. Just really think about that sentence. It means nothing.
So in his eyes, when you say I'm going to my dad's, you're walking into a crowd of 50 men.
And you're just going,
Dads!
and you're going right to your dad.
Yeah.
It's like, man, like I never thought about that.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy though.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
I just love his excuse though, when he's like he'll completely understand you, and you're like, "Hey man, I need you to do this thing at work. I need you to make this Nest file." And he's like, "I'm sorry, I don't understand."
I don't speak
He's
English.
been pulling that card for way too long,
It's
man.
like, okay, dude,
Way too long.
You know what I'm saying?
I said something today. One guy was like, he was waiting for the green light on something. He's like, and he was pissed. He's like, look, I would love to do this work. I'm just waiting for you to let me do this work. And he's like, look, I need to get turned on to this job. And he's like, look, am I turned on to this job? And he asked me that, and I said, I don't know, man. Like, look at it and let me know if you feel excited about it. Like,
Yeah.
downstairs. And he's like,
You find humor in that?
and then Alex starts dying laughing. He goes, I understand English. He's like, I got the
Dude.
joke.
I get it. That's funny. That's funny.
Okay, he's improving then.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd get that.
Yeah.
He's getting the slang.
I mean, the guy that I was saying to it spoke English since the day he was born, and he didn't understand it. I was like,
No.
I don't know, man. Just look at it, and what do you feel?
You pitching
But
a tent down there?
He was fired up, so he did not like.
Like fired up or like fired
No, like
up?
fired up, upset. Like he did not. He wasn't welcoming of the joke. But
Oh, that's always good.
that's my role at the company, though, is to just
Lighten up.
insert humor where it doesn't belong.
Insert humor where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good thing to bring to the job,
Like
though.
at funerals. That's a good place to bring humor. Stuff where it doesn't belong, you know?
Yeah, lighten the mood.
Yeah. See, like that's the thing though. That's how I deal with like everything is like humor. Yeah, because like I don't know. I guess that's just like how I do it. So like, I haven't ever had to go to like a serious funeral. So like, if I ever have to speak at a funeral, like what the fuck? Just like I don't know. Like I'm just gonna say some joke, and everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with
They're
you?"
gonna think
dude?
you're an
You
insensitive
fucking
asshole.
Yeah. So hopefully I never have to do that, but
Yeah, just
I don't know.
let the record show that if it's my funeral, go ahead and make the jokes. You don't have to.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Well, we
guys don't
have that.
If I die, I'd want someone to make as many jokes as possible.
I would too, though. I would too. I would almost want it to be a celebration of life. You know?
Those are the best ones.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah.
God, my mom. I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to tell me my mom had this elaborate plan of like her funeral, and it was she wanted to get, no offense, Mom, if you're watching this, but she wanted to do this funeral where me and my brother would learn how to shoot a bow and arrow, right? So her coffin would at my her dad's like property. She would be on a canoe, and you would push her coffin out on the canoe into the lake. And I would shoot an arrow straight at the canoe, and like my brother would shoot an arrow in, like over, like an arc, and they would hit, and she would burn, and she would sink into the lake.
That'd be quite the stunt.
That's a lot of pressure.
Would they be flaming arrows or?
Yeah, they'd be flaming. No, they'd just be a fucking arrow, and just sits there. And everyone's like, okay, cool. And she just floats in the lake. No, it would be
Put
flaming.
some tannerite in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's how I want to go out. That'd be fucking
Have you ever
sick.
shot tannerite before?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't even know what that is. I
It's
just
like an
laughed
explosive
I
that you could buy at the store. Like it's like a.
Really?
You have to shoot it with like a pretty quick round, and it blows up. Yeah.
No way.
It just like really exaggerates the
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah.
We need to go blow some shit up.
Yeah, we
We
do.
should go to the fucking range.
Yeah, we should. The snow is kind of a deterrent to that, but
Is it though? Like, does that stop you?
Nah, just wear some boots before it
No.
accumulates.
Nah, just wear some boots.
Put on your steel toes.
Is there any danger to shooting a gun? Nah, wear boots. You'll be fine. It's all right. Just wear some boots. And don't have 7 beers.
As Garth Brooks once said, I showed up in boots.
I showed up in boots. Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Barth Crooks.
Kyle and his dad sang that at his wedding this weekend, and it's really something. 'Cause all of his friends
Yeah.
in low places were all around him. It was awesome.
Yeah. That looked like a fun wedding.
Yeah,
I really
it's a
hope
good
when
time.
I get married that people are like, yeah, that was a fucking great time.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's a party.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Should be a party.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I also want my wedding to be really relaxed. Like, I don't know how but like, I kind of just want like the wedding and then like, cause I don't know how he did it, but like, you know, like the traditional thing is like the, everybody like sits at the table and like the
Yeah.
groom and the bride are like raised and like someone makes a speech. Like, I don't want like, I just want it to be a party. Like just a fucking banger, you know? Like clothes are coming off, people are jumping in pools, your fucking big beers going
Just a
everywhere.
straight up rave, basically.
Yeah, just a straight up rave.
I like that.
Like if you could have like I want a live band, right? Because usually the reception is not gonna start at fucking 11.
Yeah.
If you have like a live band from like 8 to 11, and it's like, oh yeah, play this, you know, and then the old people start going home, and then it's just the
Then
young
it gets
crew.
real trashy.
And then the DJ comes out, and then you just the ties around your fucking forehead like a bandana,
Yes.
and you're just fucking yeah, let's go.
It's a
You
cool
know?
mix between family and friends. It's like
Yeah.
when worlds collide. You
Yeah.
know?
Dude, that's got to be so stressful. Like, because, like, imagine a scenario where everybody, like, imagine it's you, like, one of your guys' weddings, and everybody you know is there. Like, when I go to
Or
a
everyone
place.
you care about, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, let's say we go to dinner with a bunch of people, like, we'll sit together, and we'll, like, this will be our little crew within our crew. You have a wedding, it's like,
You got all
oh, hey,
your
nice to see you.
crews.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
everyone
nice to
there
see
to
you.
see you,
You
yeah.
know? It's like everybody. You got to talk to fucking everybody.
Yeah, it's almost more fun to be a guest than it is to be the one
100%.
that.
Oh,
That's
not
what I
that
think.
thought about
not
that.
that I have any
Yeah.
experience, but
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's why they wrote the Wedding Crashers movie.
I'm starting to get on the bandwagon of just getting married somewhere far away, just me and the significant other, and just
Yeah.
like a few family members, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
like maybe a year later, just like have a
Yeah.
rage over a reception.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that thing is like, will you ever actually do it a year later? You know, like, will you ever
Am
get
I ever
to
gonna
it?
get married? Probably not, bro.
No.
Why do you say
No.
that?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just playing the
Oh.
victim. You're just playing the victim, huh?
I think I need another seltzer.
I feel
play
like
with me.
I feel like getting
Segue.
married is like the prerequisite to having kids, and having kids would be the ultimate goal in life, you know.
And then what? Then what do you fucking
And then
do?
you raise your kids, you know.
And then what?
and then you eventually become friends with them.
Then you have a. That's so true, though. That is so true. Because I would say after my, probably like my first sailing is like when, especially my dad, you know, I don't know how it is with you two, but like, he's your dad. He's not really your friend. Like, he loves you.
No, yeah, no.
he'll
He's
smack-
there to
he'll
raise
beat
you.
the fuck out of you,
Yeah, he's
you
there
know?
to make you.
And then one day you come home and it's just like, hey, dude, you want to go get a beer and like go play around and golf? It's like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude. Where you been for the last 20 years?
I mean, you almost have to earn that, though. You have to become.
Yeah.
You have to become the person that they're gonna raise you to be, and then once you become that person, you're.
That's a great way to look at it, though. You got to kind of earn that. You know?
Yeah.
It's a great way to earn that. What is that? Is that water? Are you drinking water, dude?
I do half of it over there in the can.
Oh, dude, you're a great guy. What did I do to deserve you?
It's a good question.
I don't know how you got that.
Yeah.
Real man. Fair enough.
Yeah, we did just kind of stumble upon this friendship.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Honestly, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
When
Can
I
you-
needed it the most, not to
can
be
you-
corny.
That's how shit happens, man, in life.
It's also
Dude.
pretty funny how like when we first showed up, or you weren't here yet. I showed up and he was just questioning why I was here.
Dude.
I was just gonna say,
yeah. I know more than you. I'm better than you. That's what Tristan's saying. He's like, I don't need you.
Dude,
what
that's
are you
not
doing
what
here?
I was-
No,
Get
no.
the- I was
the
getting
fuck
at
out
it
of my
all.
Yeah,
office.
he's like, I could teach you, but you're leaving in a couple months. So
What's the point?
fucking
You're not
point?
worth my
what's
time.
the point? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever think 2 months ago that you would have?
My first day, you were just like, yeah, okay.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever think? What happened when I came in the room and you were like, motherfucker,
Dude.
another one of these bitches?
He was probably just
I was
thinking,
actually
probably
really
pissed.
annoyed when I seen you
No,
and Jansen
yeah, I don't blame you.
in my office. There was like 5 bodies in there when I was just used
That's
to
right.
me and Luke.
Yeah, that's right. And that was when work was like really fucking busy.
Oh, dude, that was the busiest time of the year, I believe.
yeah,
Dude,
but
that-
if you take a step back and look at it, it's like, what's more important, getting your work done or actually like meeting someone new
Meeting
and
someone new and getting
building
paid
a
to meet someone new.
relationship? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you could sit there and be worried about work,
Right.
but
Yeah.
really, what does
So
there to be
essentially, you
worried
got
about?
paid to be friends with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, why don't you-
I'm
fuck
glad
you.
I stuck out this job for
Yeah.
as long as I did.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. I was gonna say, you ever think, was it 2 months? When did you get here? August? 3 months ago that you would have 2 new friends that you're on a podcast with?
Dude, hell no. I actually didn't even think I was going to be here till the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
But then you guys came
Yeah.
along and
Yeah.
made
Like,
it
hey.
actually worthwhile.
It's not bad. No.
Hey.
It's a good gig now with you guys there.
Might have got some roommates out of it.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Jinx. You know,
Hey,
blow
don't
job.
even say
What?
potentially, man. You start believing
Hey,
it.
Yeah.
you
It's
can't
gonna
see
happen.
you can't see underneath the table on the camera.
That's right. That's right. I'm actually fully torqued right now.
Yeah.
Probably about
Hey,
97%.
settle down. Settle down.
This, yeah. This podcast, man. I wouldn't even call it a podcast yet. I just call it chatting, chitting and chatting.
Just chatting.
Just chatting.
Yeah.
It's like the Twitch.
Fucking Twitch category.
Twitch category, just chatting, and it's all
Dude, that's
fucking
what
women
all
in
of them
bathing
are
suits.
nowadays.
Oh,
No one's like true gamers.
Dude.
Twitch is just a friendship simulator.
yeah, it's
You
like a
just watch
Tinder.
who you fucking get
It's like
along
a-
with the most.
It's like a Tinder for 12-year-old kids that want to go see women naked in a fucking bathtub in their room.
Dude, I'll never understand the craze for that.
Dude, I understand why they do it. 100%. You get
Oh, what, the girls? Obviously.
100%.
It's so
making
easy for
so
them.
much
It's
stupid money
stupid.
to just fucking sit in a pool and do squats or some shit.
What does that have to do with gaming?
It doesn't.
Nothing.
That's the
It
point.
should be banned from Twitch.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You might know more than me, but so what happened was you used to Twitch, like you'd fucking stream, and then these girls found out, like, you know, yeah, no big deal. You just make some money gaming, and then the girls found out that hey, sex sells. So
Right.
next thing you know, they're in bikinis playing games and like chatting to these people, and then Twitch was like, hey, it's just family friendly. You can't be doing that. The only way you can be in a bikini is if you're in a pool. So these motherfuckers
Yeah.
started blowing up an inflatable pool in their house, in their office,
Wow.
and then would get in their bikini
Wow.
and do that.
Hell of a loophole.
Dude, hell of a fucking entrepreneur
Yeah.
making it work, you know?
Dude, you know they barely have to put any work into
That's
doing
right,
that.
dude.
So much less work than an actual
Yeah.
professional gamer, like what
Yeah.
it used to be built
Yeah.
on.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
Kind of sad, honestly.
100%. Well, I mean, sex sells, dude. Sex sells.
Yes, it does.
More
Sex-
now than ever.
More now than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that mean for the future?
It's not bright.
It's not.
It's not bright. We need to teach our kids
No.
how to get pussy the right way.
Yeah. Right. Dude, we used to troll all those chat things. Me and
The
my
Twitch
buddy.
chats?
Yeah, like Calvin.
Dude, I feel like those things always move so fast. People never even see what you say.
Dude, that's why you got to find the right one.
You just
80
gotta keep
people.
on copying and pasting.
You have to get a good medium where there's enough people, so you have a crowd like pushing you on to say it's like you're a class clown, you know. But not too many people where the person doesn't see your comment.
Yeah, right.
I get like 50 to 80 people, perfect. And then you just comment, "What the fuck are you doing?"
To be honest, I've never even watched a stream with that few viewers.
Really?
But
No,
I guess you had a lot of friends that did it too.
You just go to the Just Chat. You just scroll down until you find 80 viewers.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
some weird fucking shit on there, dude. Like just big old 500-pound dudes like painting themselves green and like pretend like they're Kermit the Frog.
I haven't went to the deepest, darkest corners of Twitch before.
Oh, I've been there. Don't go there. You don't want to go there.
Dark place you don't want to see again.
Dude, this is a good topic. That's the problem though, is like in today's society, we reward quick fixes of like dopamine. TikTok, Vine was like the first one where it's like you don't watch a full length, like a podcast, I guess, for example. You just need boom, funny, and then boom, funny. So like instead of like actually being creative and creating content, you just fucking paint yourself green and do something so fucking stupid that people react to it.
Right.
And then you get paid for views. So then you just make money off that.
Yeah, it's almost the more absurd you can be, the better.
Yeah, like have you ever seen that guy on TikTok who fucking puts whipped cream all over his body and then just like records himself for like 5 seconds?
No.
1 million views.
Does he keep on just doing that every time?
Every time. Every fucking time. Every time.
I don't know how that sustains a viewership.
I don't
honestly.
know either. They're probably not sustainable. Like you can't, but you can make a good fucking $1,000.
Just a fad.
What do I even like? I'm scared it's gonna go.
I feel like it
guy?
undermines all the people in the world that are actually working hard for a living. It's like
Yeah.
you could just do this and then become a millionaire.
Yeah, but are they winning though? Because they're getting paid.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid.
No, I'm not saying that they're not.
I can't even. I might not even be able to find them.
Did you just type in guy covered in whipped cream?
Yeah,
Might get
you don't want
flagged
to
for that.
know.
Shaving cream.
TikTok covered in whipped cream. I don't know. This is gonna not be. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we won't watch these. This guy,
Yeah, there he is.
this fucking
Holy
guy,
shit.
dude, he just covers himself in whipped cream.
Blackberries?
Yeah, how does he get his eyes like that?
I don't know.
Got beady rat eyes?
I guess
like that?
technically he's kind of putting in the effort.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's true. That's a lot of cleanup.
That's a lot of cleanup to make a video every day.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess he could just pump like 20 of them out in one day.
We had some pretty devious pranks with shaving cream back in the day.
Oh, dude.
Have you ever heard of a shaving cream bomb, Tristan?
A shaving cream what?
You want to find out?
What does it entail?
It entails knocking 3 times, the door opens, a big spike into a can of shaving cream, throw it in the room,
shit.
pull the door closed.
What happens when you do that? Does it just keep on?
Well, it
shooting
depends
at
where
it?
you puncture
We'll
it.
show you.
Ideally, you'd puncture it in the bottom so it propels itself around in circles.
Oh, and just paints everything
the
around
room,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's try it in
and when
here.
you go to mop it up,
Yeah.
the mop will just push it around the room. It
It's so
doesn't clean it up. There's
fucking-
no way to clean it
Yeah,
up.
dude. And it's like inevitable because like I don't want to call it a care package, but like what you get when you come into like Indoc or like boot camp, I guess, to go to Kings Point is shaving cream, and you get this knife, and it was a marlin spike, is what
Yeah,
it's called,
marlin
and it's
spike.
more for like splicing lines, for sailors.
Yeah.
So you have the 2 things. That's all you need, and then you
Yeah.
just need some senior to tell you how to do it.
And then there's a cleaning gear locker full of Lysol cans. And when you run out of shaving cream, you go to Lysol.
yeah,
That foams up pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Damn. So the shaving cream was a culture over there. Hey.
dude,
yeah.
pranks. And when you put a bunch of majority dudes in a confined area where they can't go anywhere,
For months at a time.
it gets so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a kid. I don't know. I had a kid who, so they did this. So you used to have these trash cans, right? That you always had to keep clean for inspection. And you'd fill it up with water and you would lean it on the door. So like, say we're using this door. You'd lean on the door and then he would go, like you would knock, you go, yo, Q. And I'd be like, yeah, come in. He'd be like, door's locked. And then I'd get up and I open, this happened to me. And I opened the door, water fucking all over my fucking
The
room.
trash
Oh,
cans
I
are
know.
cleaned up, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, and it's like, oh, everyone's laughing, and then in reality, I'm like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah. I
So
did
then-
I did one where this guy went to bed at night and I laid my head down on the pillow. My head just gets covered in shaving cream. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what? I think this is so-and-so who did it. I had no clue if it was him or not. It was 11 at night. His door was already closed. I filled up a 50-gallon trash can full of
Oh,
water.
shit.
Not the little 5-gallon one.
Yeah.
Filled it up. Was like, all right. Leaned it up against his door. Went to bed. The guy's on the football team. He's got a 4 a.m. workout. Class starts at 6. Gets up at 4 a.m. Goes to go to football. Opens up his door. Gets 50 gallons of water flooding his room.
Shit.
And then everyone's sleeping in the whole building. And you all just hear, what the fuck? And he starts screaming. Everyone comes out of the room, and everyone's looking at each other like, who would do that? That's so messed up. And I'm just like, I'm looking at everyone.
And you're like, yeah, who would do that?
I was like, yeah, who would do that?
That's so fucked up. Like, who the fuck would do that?
And you just seem like you could be a father with a few kids. No one would ever expect you.
Yeah, yeah.
What the heck?
That'd be so funny if that dude just ends up watching this and he's like, I fucking knew it. I knew it was fucking Luke.
I don't know if I ever told him or not, but
You don't have to.
yeah.
Go find out.
He knows now.
He knows now.
Yeah, his name is Garrett Irizarry.
Garrett Irizarry.
Yeah.
No. I don't
Shout
know.
out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Garrett
man.
Irizarry. Dude, there were so many pranks like that.
Yeah,
there was
there-
one. If you were ballsy, you would take the what do you like when you sweep? You put it into the tray.
Yeah, the
Just a tray,
dustpan
the
or whatever.
dustpan.
Yeah.
And you would like, it was literally this door. Like it's actually the same exact door with the same hinge. So like this is, but there was no lip, because it was just all indoors. So
Yeah.
you would put the pan right there, and you'd piss into the pan, and then it would roll into the room.
That is
That's
just
brutal.
terrible.
And then you'd
Yeah.
fucking
That is
book it.
uncalled for.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes people
That's too
deserve
much,
it. Like
bro.
people who
Yeah.
put 50-gallon buckets into people's rooms.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some retaliation after that, and then it led to super gluing his shower shoes to the ground. And he got in his robe and went to went to shower, and the two flip flops were set up right in the middle of the room. So he slid his feet into them and went to take the first step and just face planted into the ground.
Dude.
And then he went to pull the flip flop up. And when he pulled it up, the whole tile, the floor tile, came up with the flip flop. And he's holding the
Holy
floor
shit.
tile. And he's just like, "Are you kidding me?" And then, they
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many good. Or the
'Cause-
old.
oh, that was another thing that they issued was super glue. So you got all the
Dude,
ingredients.
they
in your-
sabotage you guys to pull pranks on each other.
They did, dude. And
They set you up.
They also give you, like, you'll get line, or it's just rope.
Yeah.
But sailors call it line. And you could tie a bunch of line together. And the doors would be, like, if that was the hallway, the doors are right across from each other. So you can tie the two door handles together and, like, tighten it. So you just knock on one, and they'll fucking go to open
Or
it.
knock on both. At
And
the
it
same
won't
time.
open. And then you got two doors that are just like, fucking open the door, man.
Nice.
Dude, there are so many fucking. That's what happens when you do that. Like when you just strip someone of all their like abilities to like do anything, you come up with your own
Yeah,
fun.
you make your own fun.
Yeah. And I've never had more. And then you get fucking punished and yelled at it. Like you have to do push-ups and shit.
Yeah.
But then that's even more fun.
Yeah.
And then
Because
they're like, tell everyone what you did, and you're like, sir, I super glued his flip flops to the floor.
I pissed in the
Dude,
door
that's
pane.
cool. It's like a way of bragging about it in my eyes.
Yeah. Dude, it was actually a lot of fun.
Dude,
it's
I'm
one of those
jealous.
things.
That sounds like an awesome time.
Yeah,
Super good
but you also
experience.
got to think grass is always greener, because like when you're in the moment, you're like, God, I fucking hate this place. I
It's
hate
like-
it here.
Freaking heck, just super glued that guy's shoes to the floor. Now I
Yeah.
can't leave campus for another month.
Dude, but
Oh,
it's
you get that. You have to stay there longer for doing stuff like
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
they'll make whatever punishments.
you'll get restricted and stuff. Dude, I was my claim to fame, my climax of my life, probably, at least at the moment until this podcast blows up, was 1 week out of Indoc. So keep in mind, Indoc, like, basically the boot camp where they shave your head. Any confidence you have in life is gone. You're a newborn baby. You have no confidence. And we were 1 week out of Indoc, and me, my buddy Travis Healy, and another guy, like last name was Lacey. Travis his mom brought a water balloon launcher, like a heavy duty 50-pound water balloon launcher. And we would open the window, and one guy would hold it here and here, and we would launch a balloon across like the courtyard from 5th co to 4th co, or 4th co to 3rd co, whatever it was for you. And it would like slam into the brick. And the goal was to hit the window, because there's someone in that window on the other side.
Yeah.
So finally we hit the window a couple times, and like the kid would like pop up and be like, what the fuck, you know? And then
Damn birds.
yeah, the damn fucking birds.
Someone's using too much Windex on this window.
But I remember to this day, we're like, oh, that was good. All right, we're done. And someone was like, one more. Famous last
One
words,
more.
right? He said,
Yep.
one more. Dude, I pulled this bitch all the way back to the other side of the room. Fucking nailed the glass, shattered. Fucking shattered. And I started shitting myself. So I look at my buddy Healy, and we're just like, and I turn around and I look at my the other kid, and the door's already closing, and he sprinted out of there, dude.
No.
They were so fucking pissed. They thought we put like rocks and shit in that. And we're like, dude, we're just fucking gym rats, dude. We're just that fucking strong.
Yeah.
No, but
Did
that
they find out it was you?
Oh,
What was the
yeah.
punishment for that one? That one seems
Dude,
like it's bad.
I remember
Oh.
hearing that story.
Ruining property?
I
Oh, yeah,
didn't-
you
I had
were
no
there.
clue that was you. I
Yeah.
remember being like, those motherfuckers
Those
shattered a
fucking-
window, and I was like, man, that's crazy. But
Yeah.
it was until just now that I
Yeah.
found out that it was you.
Now he's changed it. He didn't react like that. He's probably like, dude, that kid's a fucking bitch.
Dude,
And now that we're
yes,
friends, he's
Quentin.
probably
it,
like,
it hyped everyone up. We're all like, all right, yeah, let's go.
that's the other thing is it's
You
like a,
set the new bar with something like that.
yeah. That's like the thing though, is it's like a, I don't want to say like double standard, but like the seniors will egg you on. Even though
yeah.
you're like technically your chain of command, they'll be like, yeah, do it, bro, do it. And then you do it, and then you get, oh fuck, I gotta
There it
change
is again.
I'll go change it in a second. But you'll do it, and then like everybody will love it, but then the seniors have to punish you. So the same dude that just told you to fucking do it, fucking PJ Sherman, is that his name? The little dude? Do you remember that guy, Sherman? He opened the door, and I'm mid pullback, and he's like, do it, fucking do
Dude,
it.
that's crazy.
And then he was the same guy that was like fucking squatted over while I'm doing push-ups. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know?
So do they take it easier on you if they're the one that was egging you on?
Oh no, they'll take it
no.
They
hard.
give it to you harder,
They'll
but
give it to you
it's-
harder. I'll be right back.
Like you secretly know they're like, oh, that guy kind of
Respect. Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like entertainment, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In a place where I'm sure it's kind of hard to come by.
Yeah. Yeah. All your computers are monitored by the U.S. government.
Oof.
Yeah.
No hub.
But yeah, you weren't even allowed to watch Netflix or listen to music or anything.
What about YouTube? Were you allowed that?
It was not blocked, but you weren't supposed to. Be on it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What'd you do?
SD card's full, bro.
Oh shit.
Running out of memory over there.
Does that mean we're stopped right now?
No. Change SD card.
Yeah, we're working out the kinks.
Cool.
First one.
It'll be flawless by the third.
Oh. Now's a good time to give it to our sponsors.
I was just thinking the same thing.
There's some podcasts out there that make it a pretty clean transition to the sponsors. I don't know if you watch Sunday Conversations by Barstool.
No.
This guy's-
Oh, those ones that are like only 5 minutes long?
Yeah, Caleb something.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's. Do you mind if we do a segment by Mamitas? Working the sponsors.
Real smooth with it.
Yeah.
We don't have any more seltzers, do we?
No. Do you have any?
Did you grab the one that was on the counter?
No,
Yes.
he did.
Okay.
All right, this is a perfect time to take a break for our sponsor, SeatGeek.
Yeah. Right.
So that was SeatGeek.com/Hecktic Podcast.
Hey, what if we get a Kratom sponsor?
nothing off?
Ooh,
dude.
dude, that'd be an awesome
That would
sponsor.
be sick. That would actually be really fucking cool.
That'd be.
I'd start doing lines on the table for him. Right? God, could
Would you start
ima-
doing the straight powder again?
Could you? Oh, I mean, I would.
Shit's rugged, bro.
It's awesome. I feel like Joe Rogan now, dude. But it is. It's honestly, it's so great. Did I tell you I took it when I had my surgery? I took it instead of
Real
oxy.
painkillers.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's meant for, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a plant, so it can be meant for anything.
It can do anything.
It can
No,
do
but I think
anything.
it's marketed like that. Like you have to.
Yeah, but then you just got fucking dweebs like us. They're just like, oh, I feel good. You know? I'm on 20 grams right
Beans.
now. No, it's.
I kind of want you to do a little bit more research on it. Like let us know
I should. Should we?
what the side effects are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like when websites don't tell you the cons.
Yeah.
There's got to be a con. There's a downfall to
because
it.
it's a little like it's a little sketchy if they don't. It's like
How new is that substance?
Well, considering it's a plant, fucking couple million years old.
Yeah, true.
No, I don't know. It's like
as
asking.
far as like hitting the mainstream, I think it's only a year or two.
it's
Yeah.
pretty new. Yeah.
So maybe the long-term consequences aren't even known yet.
Perhaps.
that's great.
I mean, obviously the liver, but everything hurts your liver.
Yeah, anything that makes you feel.
Dayquil hurts your liver.
Ibuprofen
Yeah.
hurts your liver.
Was it or Advil? Tylenol.
That shit too.
Tylenol kills fucking rats. Like you can't even give them.
They say that caffeine's even bad for your liver.
Well, there's a difference between kidneys and liver. One kind of hits the liver, one hits the kidneys, but
I feel like it's.
you have to spread it out and spread the love.
I think anything in excess is just probably not good.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have 2 monsters a day, you know.
Yeah. Like
you could be doing better.
my
Yeah.
grandfather who said everything in moderation, and he had 2 beers a day, had a little bit of dessert, he had a little bit of vegetables, a little bit of this.
That's so weird. That's
Yeah.
that's
He lived
what
a
my
long
grandpa
life,
did.
didn't he?
Yeah, he lived to 90 something.
Oh shit!
There you go.
have it.
There you have it. There's
but
the key.
but I mean, he had 2 beers a day.
They
So
say
it's
that.
like you're gonna say beer.
That's
He
crazy.
used to smoke when he was younger.
Yeah.
He used to smoke a pipe,
Oh, it's
but never in excess. You know, he never used to overdo it.
It's all about balance in life.
Yeah.
Dude, we should get pipes.
just right in your apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not mine, of course.
It's a
Luke's.
lease. It's a lease. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever.
Yeah. That we're not even paying for.
Yeah.
It's on company dime. So it's, who gives a fuck? You
We're
know?
in the old corporate housing.
You know? Dude. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
I was just going to say I'm excited to get this new laptop. But then I was like, nobody gives a fuck. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'll hear it. What do
How
you
much
got?
RAM it got?
64.
Shit.
I
64
actually-
what? 64 RAM?
64s. Just got 64.
You can just download free RAM off the internet.
There's no. I wish that's how it worked. but
Nothing
this-
bad happens at all.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah. No, the RAM. Do you know what the RAM is? You know what the RAM is? Or
Yeah,
no?
random access
Isn't-
memory.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Do you know what that does though?
Yeah.
Isn't it just
Oh,
like
do
a
you?
higher processing speed?
No, it's like short-term memory basically. So like if you were to open,
Oh, everything will load faster.
that's the CPU. That's
It's like if you got a million tabs open.
if you got a
at
million
once,
tabs
yeah.
open, your
Oh.
computer slows down because it starts once you get over how much RAM. Like say you have 8 gigs of RAM, which this one does, and you open
Damn, that's a
Google.
big upgrade.
Oh yeah,
Huge upgrade.
and like say Google takes up 2 gigs of RAM and Adobe Audition takes up 8. So when you go to Adobe Audition, it's going to slow down because it's trying to remember the Google tab you had open, but it has to move it to solid state storage, which I could be a little wrong on
Which
this.
could be.
It's going to be slower to go back. It's going to slow your whole computer down.
The way I
basically.
learned it is when you restart your computer, RAM resets, but ROM stays there. So ROM is like all the stuff that's saved on there. And
Oh really?
yeah.
Oh,
It could be wrong. I mean, that was my
I don't know.
5th grade computer teacher
Yeah.
that taught me that. But like me and Tristan were talking, anything I learned in class, it's stored up here.
Right up
It's
there.
got photographic memory.
I didn't learn anything in class, so. No, I just know that there's 4 things you look at. It's your solid state, well not solid state, but your long-term storage, short-term, your CPU.
FPS?
No, see, I don't care. Gamers care about the FPS. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
There's some-
I mean,
GPU, your GPU, like your graphics processing unit, which is like your graphics processing unit. So you just need a good one.
Hey,
That's
don't be
what-
afraid to use the word in the definition, man.
I mean, if you were to
That's
ask me a
basically-
definition of what a GPU is, I'd say it's your graphics processing unit.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you need to know.
No, yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm glad you got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this next one's a fucking hog.
Oh, I bet.
So I can open everything.
How much does something like that run you?
It ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Almost like $3 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is $700 off because of Black Friday. That's the only reason I got it, because I told myself I wasn't going to make a big purchase. And then I bought fucking $1,000 of podcasting gear. But,
Yeah.
but I told
Yeah.
myself I wasn't going to make a big purchase until I got home and set up some passive income, you know? And then the Black Friday deal hit me like a rock on the forehead. It's like $700 off. And I was like, well, I'm going to fucking buy it eventually, so I might as well
Yeah.
save $700, you know?
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Think about how much money you could make off that $3,000 though. And
That's what
probably-
I'm trying to tell myself.
Probably way more than that 700.
It was a
you
big
saved.
it was
In
a
the
big
long run,
limiter
yeah.
in like videos and photo editing, because like it takes fucking 10 years to open up Photoshop, because it takes 8 gigs of RAM to open up Photoshop. I have 8 gigs, so like
Just to open up the program?
just to have the program open.
Wow.
Yeah. So with 64, I can open Photoshop, fucking Premiere Pro, Premiere Rush, Adobe Audition, and Pornhub, and have no lag.
That's clutch.
I usually have those tabs open all at the same time when I'm editing. Really keeps the blood flow going.
Playing all at the same time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah. I feel like that's SOP, standard operating procedures, or no? Is that just me?
It's
Let's just-
November. It's
let's-
November, man.
Yeah, that
Oh,
that
that's
goes
right.
against my religion.
It goes against my religion. Your No Nut November religion? Your
Yeah.
NNN religion?
Going strong still.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Are you?
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
You're lying.
You're
lying.
smiling.
I am.
You're smiling.
You're lying.
I will admit I lasted longer than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are
As in
lying.
what terms?
I am. Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Damn. Damn, that's... Well, how long did you last?
Not even half the month.
20 seconds?
No.
Yeah, okay. Not even half. What is half the month? Oh, we're a little past half the
Less
month.
than the 15th.
Yeah.
That is less than half the month.
Yeah.
I
I think I
the
went
f-
at least 2 weeks in total,
Yeah.
I would say.
I was pretty proud of myself this year. I made it to like
What do
November
you mean,
1st.
man? Yeah, you were one day in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, see what happens is if you wait till like 16th, 17th, 18th, and then you like give in, and it's like, oh, dude, I'm a fucking asshole. But if you do like November 1st, like, well, month's over. We're good to go. You're already
I
out.
disagree.
Like
I
right
disagree.
away.
It's like you didn't even give it the old college try.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can go longer without eating than you can without nutting.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any
Dude,
sense.
You literally did a 4-day
Dude.
fast.
Because I don't know. I researched the benefits of a fast. I knew the benefits of a fast. I don't know the benefits of not nutting.
Big benefits of no nutting.
I should probably do some research on that. I bet you if I just do research on it tonight, I'll be like, dude, I'm not nutting for 6 months.
You should. I
Yeah.
think it'll absolutely sell you.
Yeah.
But they say it makes you
Like God? Like God
basically
mode?
close enough. Like, I mean, you're stronger. Like, you know how all the fighters don't nut for
Yeah.
weeks before their fight?
Is that true?
It also gives you a better mental clarity. Despite what
Really?
you think about post-nut clarity,
Post-nut?
that's just short term.
It's RAM.
Yes,
Random
exactly.
accessing
Good-
memory.
Good correlation.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah,
gonna do
read
some-
into that.
I'm gonna do some research on that. I'm
Read
gonna get a
into that.
book. I'm gonna get a book.
I'm sure there's a book
Are you gonna
about
read it, or are you just gonna leave it there?
I'm just gonna leave
You're
it there.
just gonna get it.
I'm gonna give up on the first, and then be like, oh well. I actually do that. I do that a lot. Does anyone else do that?
What,
Where it's
buy
like
books and
I
not
see
read
a
them?
book and I'm like, dude, I need to read this book and I need to own it. And then I probably have like 20 books that I have. I've never read them. But it's like once you get, dude, that goes into like, there's so many things that are, what's the word I'm looking, stimulating these days. Where it's like, once I start reading, I could read for like an hour. I love reading. But the second I get on my phone, it's like, why the fuck would I read tonight when I could just fucking watch this dude cover himself in shaving cream?
Yeah.
You know? Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's like, but what are you getting out of both
Nothing.
of those things? Yeah.
Nothing. You're getting absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You're getting a small dose of dopamine.
What do you think about reading fiction? Like, as in,
I've
like,
never-
like all
Harry
the benefits
Potter.
of reading, like, you know, all
That's
the
real,
stuff that
dude.
all the stuff that you can learn from
I like
reading.
to believe that.
And then
Yeah.
you choose to just read fiction. It's like, is that almost the same thing as getting on TikTok? Because it's like you're not really learning anything.
Now that's deep.
I mean, you're learning, like, you know, more vocab, and like
Yeah.
your brain is processing it differently. But,
Yeah, the CPU, right?
But if you're not reading nonfiction, then it's just
What are you
strictly
doing?
it's another form of
yeah,
entertainment.
it is. It's just
I
entertainment.
think it's a little bit more stimulating to read it because then you also have to try to envision what you're seeing. Whereas
Yeah.
in TikTok, you're already given the visual.
definitely
so what? It
works your
develops
brain
your
more.
brain. Yeah, like
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Do you think before like all these like electronics came out in like the 70s, they were just like they treated like fiction books like TikTok? It's like you're wasting your
Yeah.
time reading that fiction. You should
Perhaps,
be reading
yeah.
this self-help book.
Yeah,
you know,
probably.
It's something to think about, man.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
I mean, I think it still might even hold true. It's like,
What are you doing?
yeah, and I think like when they talk about successful people, it's like, yeah, they every single one of them
They read.
reads a book a week, and it's like, what do you think they're reading? You think they're reading Chronicles of Narnia?
Twilight.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey,
think
that's a
so.
great
50
fucking
Shades, bro.
book.
I don't think
I've never
so.
read it.
But I think that also goes to the fact, like, if they're reading nonfiction, it's like they're admitting, or they're being humble in saying that like someone out there knows more about a certain topic than I do.
Right.
It's worth learning about.
Right. That's actually a really good point. It's not.
'Cause, I mean, you're talking about like, okay, Jeff Bezos reads a book. It's like
do you think he's reading?
that guy's at
Chronicles of Narnia?
the pinnacle
Yeah. Yeah.
of.
Life.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
Playing Minecraft
Yeah.
in what?
Dude, what beats that?
What Minecraft?
Yeah.
What's the saying go? He's playing Minecraft in what's the mode where you don't die? God, I really
Oh.
butchered that.
Creative mode.
Oh, he's playing in creative mode. Oh, yeah, I fucked that one up, didn't I? Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
He's in beast mode.
Beast mode. Thinking of Beast Burger.
I'm thinking of God mode.
You're thinking of Dennis Quaid and the
Can-
Rookie.
Can you explain God mode to us? Actually, though, explain God mode, because you've talked about it a
You
lot.
can't.
Yeah, you always claim that you're
You can't-
entering this mode.
You only enter God mode if you don't eat for 27 days.
Oh, no.
That's when you enter God mode.
Okay, explain it.
As in you're about
You
to
can't.
die and you're about to see
You can't.
God.
See, no one knows what God mode is. Because once they come out of God mode, they're forced to forget what it is in God mode. So I could have been in God mode and I would have never known. You know?
You've told me straight up I'm in God mode.
I have no recollection of that. Because I was in God mode.
It does it to you.
It's God mode. It's playing Minecraft on creative. Nothing can stop you.
I've had one round of golf where I was in God mode.
I was like,
Which round
was
was that?
random.
Which
Are
round
you
was
kidding
that?
me? You had
Yeah.
a couple rounds of golf. And
Is that when we first started all together?
It was the
You were-
round where I hit that drive dead center, maybe 300, and then I followed it up with an approach wedge. Quentin wasn't there, but I was there with you. And
Were you
Nobody
there
was-
with Alex that time?
I think so, yeah.
Nobody
You guys
was there.
And
It was just him.
No, Tristan was there, and I called
No, I
Quentin. I
remember
said,
that.
I'm in God mode.
Oh yeah, I do
I was
remember that
like,
vividly.
I can't miss.
And then Quentin ruined your God mode as soon as
Yep.
he got there.
I mean,
Oh,
it was
I know
when
what
I just
Yeah.
stroked a pitching wedge like 150,
yeah.
club down, stroked an approach wedge 130, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what this lob wedge does. Stroked the lob wedge 110. Like every club was so consistent that the distances were just falling right.
You got
into
signed
place.
that day, didn't you?
I did not. Yeah, I didn't even get a birdie that day.
I would have. I can't wait to golf again.
So
Yeah.
so far away.
I feel like I'm gonna forget everything.
Charleston's not that far away though.
No, I mean you
Just
play
18
every day, but
fucking hours.
the money just gets to you.
Dude,
It's just
that's
so expensive.
true.
It's like it's such a fun sport, but the one thing that stands between you and getting good is money.
Such a big investment to
So
play golf
expensive.
and get
Yeah.
good at golf.
And if you
I mean,
look at
you could go to the range every day and use that, but you're still gonna throw down like $8-9 to,
Right.
to hit a bucket, maybe minimum.
because you got to think how many times at the range. It's an equation. How many times at the range would it take you to figure out what you could learn in 1 hour with a teacher or a what's it called? Teacher. Yeah?
It's probably like
Yeah.
10-1.
Yeah, so if you pay $8 at the range, that's $80 to figure out what you can learn in 1 hour with a pro, which is
I would say
$60.
that an hour on the range is equivalent to a 3-hour round on the course, maybe. I mean, like I think you could be very productive on the range if you choose
if
to
you
be.
choose to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is that in itself is hard.
A lot of people will just go play around instead of hitting the range.
It's a lot more fulfilling to just play around.
Yeah.
You know how many
it's
times
And see
I've-
how you are overall.
Yeah, you know how many times I said that where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit a bucket before I play. It's like, yeah, fuck this, let's go.
I
I'm
know.
ready to go.
But I mean,
Exactly.
chipping and putting is free at the course we go to, and if you could chip and putt, then
You are winning
you're there.
majority of the
Yeah,
battle.
like if you can just get close enough, even
Yeah.
with a big slice, like you end up in another fairway, just get it close enough, get it within 100 yards. I mean, no matter what it is, we could always get within
Right.
100 yards.
You can just put your
A
happy
couple-
ass down the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're right.
You're Quentin.
It's all about the short
You
game.
want the rest of that?
Yeah, I'll take your warm
Oh no, it's a little bit cool.
Oh, it is nice. It's nice.
Yeah, this is very burnt, just scorched me.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Who's still
Suck
gone?
that down.
Yeah, not me.
No, not me.
Wonder who that was. No, but all right. Well, want to cut it for the first podcast?
Was that an hour?
I'm getting a little bit drowsy, boys.
Hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Pretty
First
good.
attempt.
All right. Well, see you next week. See you next week at
Smooth
12.
transition. Yeah. See you boys next week and girls.
Yeah. Peace.
Shit.